Ask the Messenger's TV show is a TV show that educates, informs, and entertains our viewers on public health issues such as mental illness, suicide, addiction, illness and disease, COVID-19 relief, crime, domestic violence, homelessness, human trafficking, employment opportunities, healthcare, and more. And now, ask the Messengers.
I never had no license, so I just been getting pulled over since 1996 and getting tickets and tickets and tickets. So now I'm free and clear.
This is Tina Nelson for Ask the Messengers.
And today we bring you our team coverage from the Road to Restoration Clinic that was held at La Sede, located in Southwest Detroit. In this episode, you will hear from Attorney General Dana Nessel, Michigan Department of State Representatives, and Mary Carmen Munoz, the Executive Director of La Sede. Plus, a few real people share how these clinics have helped them get their driver's license back. Ask the Messengers begins now.
I'm a little nervous because I'm standing next to one of the ultimate rock stars right here. She is a champion for our state. Dana Nessel, thank you so very much.
Oh, it's so great to be here today. You know, a bunch of us had a vision as to what we would do when we got into office to really help people in the ground level with really simple things, right? And when we think about our state government, you know, we can think of all kinds of things that people frankly don't understand, and people don't know how their state government can help them. But this is a perfect example. You know, there are so many people around the state of Michigan, all over, but especially here in the city of Detroit, that have lost their ability to legally drive for no other reason that they were too poor to be able to afford auto insurance. And so what happened is they got stuck in this vicious cycle. They couldn't afford auto insurance, so they drove when they didn't have auto insurance. That's a crime. You had perfectly good people that were being made into criminals. And it was a vicious cycle because once you get one driving while your license is, suspended case, then you can't drive for another year. And then you pick up another, and you pick up another. Not because people are trying to commit, illegal acts. They need to be able to get their kids to the doctor or to school. They need to be able to get groceries. Really simple things that shouldn't be so hard for people in life. So because of the work that we've done to change the laws, there are now 300,000 people in the state of Michigan that are eligible to get their driver's license back, even if they couldn't for years and years. Even if for decades they could not get their license back, many of them can do it right now. And that's why these fairs are so important, because they're one-stop shop for everything you need for a lot of people to immediately get your driver's license back, or at least to get you on the road so you understand how to do it. And in this particular fair, we have representatives from 36 District Court that are actually helping. They run your record. They help you in terms of waiving some fees and fines you might owe, or they can help to set aside outstanding warrants that get in the way of you getting your driver's license back. And then we have the United Way, who's here working with us today, DTE, who is lending their presence and helping to fund this. We have LaSade, who's letting us use this amazing facility. And it takes a village, right? So it's so many different organizations coming together with one purpose, and that is to help as many people get their driver's licenses back as possible. If you didn't get signed up, don't despair, because we're going to have a lot more of these.
Well, I appreciate you, and you took the words right up in my head. I was like, it takes a village. So what this is another way that the Take the Village as a kid, we're all adults now, but we're still taking the village to take care of people who need help.
And that's really the best thing that we can do. State government, working with nonprofits, working with private companies, and we're all working together for one goal, and that's just to help as many people get back on their feet as possible.
Well, I appreciate you for taking your time, and the most important thing is thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, being for us, taking care of us, and doing all that you can to make sure that Michigan is on the right path. Hey, this is the road to restoration. This is the road to restoration. And as she said, it does take a village, and this village is here to do what they can to help you get your life back on track and get on the road right.
After years of trying to do it, procrastinating, jobs, laws, finances, so I'm here now and I'm just truly blessed. I was informed that I have to go to the Secretary of State and take a road test, as well as pay $25 for the road test or something. It's just nothing easy. It's nothing. That's gonna be a breeze. Just call and make an appointment.
Oh, my uncle, Derek Thompson, actually, I think he's for the Ask the Messengers TV show. He had texted me today at work, and it was like, yo, they down here, you come down and get your license straight. I was at work at the time, so I had to wait till I got off work. But yeah, he told me all I needed was $12 and my ID. So I'm like, yeah, go ahead and get that took care of.
I had tickets, not coming back to court, things of that sort. So that caused my license to be suspended. But with this event right here, this is wonderful. Like, this is a dream come true.
Certain things you can do without a license. I lost them maybe 4 years ago, and today I just got them back. I'm excited. I'm very happy. It feels like it's too good to be true, but I know it's definitely happening right now.
Stay tuned for more of Ask the Messengers.
Go out on November 8th and cast our vote. And man, I just want to say to everybody in the crowd, man, we got the power to do anything we want. If you can put your mind to it, you can manifest it.
You know, your voice matters, and the importance of voting is to make it count.
So many people fought for these rights. So many people lost their lives for us to even have the opportunity to vote. I think we owe it to them. It's a major disservice if we don't go out and let our voice be heard.
This is Tina Nelson again, and we are here at LaSed Incorporated, 7150 West Verner Highway, where the state of Michigan is helping Michiganders get their license back, and this is one of their Road to Restoration clinics. I am here with Mr. Harrell with the state of Michigan, and he is here to tell us a little bit more about this event, the impact of this event, and why this event is extra important to him as well. Hi there, Mr. Harrell. How are you?
Tina, how are you today?
So tell us a little bit from your experience, what is going on with the state of Michigan, and how did these things come about?
Well, we have a lot of individuals around the state that have their driver's license in a state of question. They don't know whether or not they're in suspension, just not valid, expired, revocation. And what this clinic does is this clinic provides a form by which that the public can find out what the status is and plot a course back to getting either a restricted license or a full license.
Okay, so now this is one of many clinics that's going to happen throughout the state. How has the outcome been?
It's been fantastic. Detroit is picking up a little bit more. We're getting more and more individuals. From the last clinic that we had just a few weeks ago, we've doubled in the pre-registration because everything went so well with that clinic. The western side of the state, Grand Rapids, Muskegon area, they seem to be getting the word out over there, and we're getting a lot more individuals that are showing up over and over again. And now we're expanding. We're getting to the point where we're even bringing in the courts. The 36th District Court is here today to help people close the gap when it comes to getting clearance for violations so they could possibly get their driver's license back even sooner.
So for someone that may miss this particular clinic today, how else can they get their license restored? Because there's other ways to do that if they miss the clinic, right?
Yes. Well, we have a website, the Secretary of State's website, that you can go to. You can just Google Michigan Department of State, and it'll take you to our website, and our website has information about the Road to Restoration clinics, which is just that. It's a road to restoration that helps people figure things out. The good part about it is you can sign up for pre-registration on our website, and then you can also contact our telephone number, which is on the website too, for our 1-800 number to get information on the actual clinics themselves too.
Wow. So I know that we've been told that you're a superhero. You are a superhero. That's what the little birdie told me. So how does this feel for you as an individual to do this?
It's fantastic. One of the good things is it gives us a chance to break up the monotony and get a chance to do face-to-face interaction with the public. So you can talk to someone over the phone or you can answer an email, but there's nothing like meeting someone face-to-face. I was talking with a gentleman in Grand Rapids one time, and his driver's license, he had never had a driver's license. He was in his 60s. And I asked him, I said, "Sir, can you tell me why you never had a driver's license?" And he was just honest with me, and he said, "I just learned how to read just a couple of years ago." So it gives a chance to get that human aspect into it, and it's always good to be able to help somebody figure out what they have to do to get their license back, because it's so liberating to have a license. Those that don't, there's a lot of anxiety when you're riding in the streets or you're driving illegally or you're driving dirty. So this clinic provides you with an idea of how to get back to doing it. And the good thing about it is the word is starting to spread. We've had Georgia DMV contact the Michigan Department of State because they might want to shadow our program so they can do it there in Georgia as well. So it's really blossoming, and it's turning out to be a good thing.
Well, you know what? From Motown to cars to restoring your license. You know, we setting the trends always, aren't we?
I heard that, yeah. It's a really good forum. As you see the people that are here today, it's nice when you see people that are coming the door and they have a question mark, and then they end up getting their license back the same day. We bought a bell. We got a bell now, so when someone gets their license back, it's like an angel getting its wings. We ring the bell when individuals get that back. So it's a really good feeling.
So people can actually get their license back today?
Some individuals, if they have the right situation, a lot of times people's licenses have been expired for a few years and they didn't know what they had to do. We can tell them they can pay a reinstatement fee. If it's been more than 4 years, they got to start over and take the test again. But if it hasn't been that long, chances are they can get their license back the same day.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much for your time. I'm going to let you put your cape back on, fly back around, and do what you do. Thank you so much for your service. This is Tina Nelson, and we are here at LaSalle for the Road to Restoration. And we have a pretty cool guy here who is down here to get his license in order. So say your name and share your story.
My name is Lawrence Carter, and my license has been suspended since 2014. It was kind of purposeful. Being a little rebellious because of the DWB, driving while broke. Tickets and fines. I don't have any moving violations. When I had vehicles that were in disrepair, a lot of equipment violations. Of course, that no proof of insurance violation. Sometimes it was just not affordable.
So what's the good news that they told you today? What do you have? What did they tell you how you can get yours back?
I have about $600 in tickets to pay, in fines to pay that are keeping my license suspended, and my license will be reinstated.
I had an issue before with driving on a suspended license. So I went here. She said, well, Mr. Stewart, you clear on this, on your other tickets. Now what you can do is pay $125 and you get your license back.
So tell me, how does that feel to you today?
Compared to $3,500, and I owe about $450. Hey, I'll be at the corner of the expressway. We'll work for tickets.
What was your experience? How was the process of going through getting your license back today?
My experience was good. I'm happy that I got the help that I've been trying to get for years. I just really feel like this is gonna be a good help for a lot of people. A lot of people need it. As you can see, it's a lot of people here. I'm glad to hear I'm here. So I want to thank everybody. I want to thank y'all. I'm excited.
So what did you find out? Did you already know what you needed to do before you got here, or were they able to help you find out, exactly? Were you aware before you arrived, or did you find out more once you got here?
I was lost on a lot of things, so they did help me out with a lot of things that I needed help on, and it's a lot of things that I didn't know, and I'm glad I know now. So yes, they helped out with a lot.
And what they told you to get your license back, it is doable for you, correct?
Yes, it is, and I'm happy.
So I'm glad you came too, because there's nothing worse than not being aware. And now that you're aware, it's like, dang, I could have did that a long time ago.
Yes, I'm happy.
I am here to get some facts, some figures, and some very important information that the viewers like you need to know. So I am here with
Keela Crane, Deputy Legal Director for the Michigan Department of State. So we are here to help residents to understand what they need to get their driver's license back. So many of our residents need a valid driver's license so they can go to work, pick up their children, etc. And so we want to help our residents understand what they need to do in order to get their license restored. Some need to pay a fine or a fee at the court. Some need to go through our administrative hearings process, but many of our residents just don't know. And so we have members of our team here, along with volunteer attorneys, to help them understand what their driver's record looks like and what their next steps are to get their license back.
So do you have an idea of how many unlicensed drivers are throughout our state alone?
There are several hundreds of thousands of drivers who either have a revoked license, meaning that they have to go through the hearings process, or they're suspended for some reason. Because of the clean slate bill that was passed in 2020 but went into effect last October, there are over 350,000 residents that were affected by those bills. Some just need to pay fines or fees, but others have a lot longer to go in order to get their driver's license back. So we're bringing so many aspects of the Department of State, the Attorney General's office, and corporate partners to help residents understand which road they do need to take to restore their driver privilege.
Now, at these particular clinics, so they're being held at different counties, different locations throughout the state. So does the person have to be, quote unquote, a resident of the county where they're held, or is it open to wherever throughout the whole state?
It is open to whomever, wherever they're from. We hope that you go to one that's closest to you, of course. But we are going throughout the state. We will be going to Traverse City and Alpena. We're headed out to Benton Harbor and Lansing and Saginaw as well. So if those are close to where you live, feel free to sign up online at our website, which is michigan.gov/road to restoration, and you can sign up to attend those clinics.
So how has the turnout been?
The turnout has been great. We've seen over 100 residents at each of our stops thus far in this iteration of the clinics. We did some in the spring and the summer, and so we started this for the summer and the fall season. So we've seen about over 100 residents at each stop that we've gone to the past 2 times, and folks have been able to get their license on the spot. Some had to retake their driver's test and their written test at our branch office, and we get you set up to do that. And then some have other things that they need to do, but all of our residents are coming out with knowledge about what they need to do, which is the name of the game for us.
I think the importance of this event is to help those who are in need to restore their driver's license, who may not necessarily know what the first and the second steps are. And, you know, as an attorney, I work for DTE Energy. I deal with employment, corporate law every day. So as an attorney, it's good for me to get out of the office and start to and begin to help people in the community in this effort.
What's your name?
Lawrence Garcia.
So, Mr. Garcia, tell me, what is important to you with helping and giving some of your expertise to an event such as this?
Well, it doesn't take a lot of expertise. It just takes time to help people get through a very complicated process to restore their driver's license privileges. It's just a lot of red tape, really, and it's getting easier to cut through it, especially with all the support that we have from great organizations like DTE, Secretary of State, 36th District Court.
So what are some of the things that people have come to you for? What are some of the issues where people may have been like surprised that you made their life a little bit easier?
Sure. Well, folks don't realize what's on their driving record, a lot of them, because it's usually lengthy. So that's the first thing we got to do is find out where they've got all kinds of tickets or outstanding problems. Then we make up a list, find out how much money is owed on each place, and sometimes they can pay it off the day that they're here. And then that's it. You just give them a roadmap on how to get back into the good graces of the Secretary of State.
Certain things you can do without a license. I lost them maybe 4 years ago, and today I just got them back. I'm excited. I'm very happy. It feels like it's too good to be true, but I know it's definitely happening right now.
We'll be right back with more of Ask the Messengers.
Go get it, go get it, go get it, go get it, get it.
Babies and toddlers across Michigan are doing a happy dance. Because now the safe and effective COVID-19 vaccine is authorized for children 6 months and up. And that means it's a happy day for parents too.
Go get it, go get it, go get it, get it.
Go out on November 8th and cast our vote. And man, I just want to say to everybody in the crowd, man, we got the power to do anything we want. If you can put your mind to it, you can manifest it.
you know, your voice matters, and the importance of voting is to make it count.
So many people fought for these rights. So many people lost their lives for us to even have the opportunity to vote. I think we owe it to them. It's a major disservice if we don't go out and let our voice be heard.
I'm Mary Carmen Munoz. I'm the Executive Director of LACED. Bienvenida. Thank you for coming to our home. We are here to serve the community. We're located in Southwest Detroit, a predominantly Latino community, but our doors are open to the entire Metro Detroit community.
How did it feel when they reached out to you and said, hey, we'd like to use your venue, your facility?
We always say, please, por favor, please come. We are here to serve our very large community of Metro Detroit and welcome this wonderful chance to help so many people. We're going to serve over 800 people today to restore their driver's license. It must be a horrible feeling to always just have a sense of just being afraid when you get in the car to drive. You want to drive your family safely to the doctor, to appointments, to pick up groceries.
Tell me, what are some of the programs that are offered through LACED, so in case people don't know?
Absolutely. So LACED has been here since 1969. We provide advocacy. We provide anything from pro bono legal consultations, English as a second language classes, translations, community navigator services. We partner with United Way so that we can provide, if we can't do something here at LACED, we can refer you, whether it's finding a place to stay, domestic violence, utility assistance, rent assistance. So we're a multi-service organization.
Wow. So let's ask you a question. What motivates you and gets you going every morning when you know that you're waking up and you're getting ready to come in to take care of people? What motivates you to keep going?
Because every day you can change a life. Every day you could make a difference. If that's not a reason to get out of bed, I don't know what is.
Well, that concludes this week's episode of Ask the Messengers. We also invite you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, if you would like to support our show, please feel free to make a donation of any amount by visiting our show website, www.askthemessengers.org. If you prefer to mail donations, please make your check or money orders payable to Ask the Messengers TV show and send to 18400 Schaefer Highway, Detroit, Michigan 48235. Ask the Messengers is a program that deals with things that help you. Thank you for watching.
Go out on November 8th and cast our vote. And man, I just want to say to everybody in the crowd, man, we got the power to do anything we want. If you can put your mind to it, you can manifest it.
You know, your voice matters, and the importance of voting is to make it count.
So many people fought for these rights. So many people lost their lives for us to even have the opportunity to vote. I think we owe it to them. It's a major disservice if we don't go out and let our voice be heard.